Hello there guys, it's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig Darts, first proper video on the channel. Today we're going to be going through sort of a training technique, training session, just basically to work on some doubles, probably the most important doubles for you to work on. Obviously everybody goes for double tops, don't they? Lukey Littler loves to leave the top, so he misses the tops, gets the 20, he's a demon on the double 10. But the problem I have with that is that I'm not a demon on the tops or the double 10 because I'm a noob. So I like to give myself as many chances as possible. The problem with going for the setting up for the double tops, and then if you hit the 20, you've got the double 10. Once you've hit the 10, if you hit the 10, then you're left with double 5. And I hate double 5. And then if you hit the 5, well, then you've got some cleaning up to do. Obviously, you've got to leave yourself on a checkout. You've got to leave yourself on an even number. So it just requires more darts. There's only a couple of routes to get in there without having to sort of halve your score or, set yourself up for an even. So I think the best way to do it, if you're a noob like me, the most important doubles to practice are double 16. Leave yourself on 32. Double 16 is fantastic. If you hit the 16, you've got the double 8. If you hit the 8, you've got the double 12. And then you can go all the way down basically to double 1 from double 16 as well. Obviously, you can hit the double 16. If you miss that, you've got the double 8. If you miss that, you got the double 4. If you hit the 4, you got the double 2. If you hit the 2, you got the double 1, and so you've got a route all the way there just on checkouts, which I think is good. So it's important to practice this. I'm going to show you how I practice it. Obviously, I am a darts noob, so don't expect me to be hitting 10 double 16s in a row here or anything, but I'll just show you how I do it. I think this is going to be useful for people just starting out in darts. I'm not teaching you anything new. We're not reinventing the wheel here. I'm sure this has been discussed 10 times before on YouTube, but this is just a video I wanted to make because this is what I've been practicing, and maybe it will help one or two people. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to Flying Pig Darts if you're new, and let's just get stuck and I'll show you how I do it. And sort of, obviously the way I do it is I don't just sit here and practice double 16s. What you want to do is you want to practice what would essentially happen in a match. So if you do hit a 16, then you want to change your target to the double 8. If you hit the double 8, you want to change your target to the double 4, etc. You want to just do it like that, and hopefully you'll be able to check out a good few times. And I think it's good to just get that sort of understanding of all that feel really of, oh, okay, I've missed the double 16, now I'm on double 8, or I missed the double 8, now they switch to the right other side of the board opposite and go for the double 4. You want to get that feel, you want to get that sort of that measure of it. The more you practice that, I'm sure the better. Right, enough waffling. Let's get in and I'll show you what I'm doing. Let's aim for the double 16 then, guys. Okay, we've hit the 8, so nightmare, but we've hit the 8. So now we change tacks to the double 12. And I've hit it first time, guys. Get in there. So it's important to practice that, you see, because without that feel of switching it up from 8 to 12, double 12, or from double 8, double 16, I should say, to double 12, you're going to struggle, I think. So it's very important to practice the transition from going for double 16. If you hit the 8, very important to practice the transition to then go to 12. And if I was to hit inside the 12, then I'd be on the 6 and I'd be practicing the 6, the double 6. So this is what it's about, guys. You're working on about 5 or 6 doubles here. You're ignoring a lot of the gash ones, or even like the double 20s and the double 10s. You're ignoring them for the moment. You're working on 16s, 8s, 12s, 6s, 4s, 2s, 1s. That's what you're working on, basically, about 6 or 7 doubles. Get in there, my son. There it is. First dart in the 16. That's beautiful. Now try and get another one in there. That's an awful other one inside. Yeah, fine. But we hit the 16 first time that time, which is nice. Okay, so now we go back to double 16 and just practice this again, guys. And if you hit the inside the 16, go for double 8. If you hit the 8, go for double 12, and so on. Just this is how you're realistically going to get better to check out from these certain numbers. You've got to practice it. You've got to learn how to transition and get the feel of it. So back to double 16. Oh, that's awful. We hit that again. So now back to double 12. And, I can't believe that first dart there, though, guys. How piss poor was that? That was awful. But now I'm not going to give up until I've checked out. So, double 12. Ooh, hit inside. So now we're on double 6. Oh, that's so unfortunate, that, guys, to be fair. Right, back to the double 16s then, guys. And we've missed it. And we've hit the double 7, which is going to happen sometimes. You are going to bang the neighbor sometimes, right, in the wrong bed. That can happen. So now we've got 14. 14 off of 32 leaves 18. Annoyingly, it's double 9, which I don't like. This doesn't really fit into a whole sequence of evening out the checkouts and finding the route all the way to the end. But it is next to double 12, and I don't mind that. So, you can practice the double 9 as well. But this double 7 isn't going to happen that much. Not as much as hitting the 8, not as much as hitting the 16, but it will happen sometimes. The most annoying thing to do when you're on 32 is obviously hit the 7. You don't want to hit the 7. Double 7's better than 7 because it leaves you on an even there, obviously, for you to be able to continue the checkout. Back to double 16. And we've hit the 8. Oh, God, just keep hitting that 8, don't I? But we've hit the 12 again. So get in there. It's all about practice, my friends. Getting that feel, getting that understanding of how to just quickly transition from going for double 16s. You hit the 8, go to double 12, and we've hit it. So that would have won me the leg with the 3 darts there, which is nice. And now we go back to practicing double 16s again. I've blocked it there, to be honest. And I've hit the 8 again, so back up to double 12. And this time I've hit the 12. Poor darts from me there, to be fair. This time I've hit the 12. So now that leaves me on double 6. So we're going to switch it up to the other side of the board and go for double 6. Ooh. Oh, awful, 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 awful. Scratch that, back to the start again. I mean, actually, it depends which way you want to do it. I'm not going to go back to the start. I'm just going to get this double 6 because it set me up on double 6. Let's check out on double 6, eh? Ooh. What happened there? And oof, not good. And again, if you were to hit the 6, then it is worth practicing the double 3, or at least practicing 2 double 2. Because, these are the most common things that are going to happen to you in games. Oh my dear. Okay. Not very good darts for me there. So we've found a weak spot, haven't we? We've found a weak chink in the armor, so to speak, in my game here. Double 6 is awful. It's absolutely awful. Double 3. Yeah, so we definitely highlighted a little weakness here, switching up to go over to double 6. So we want to practice that. Now we've hit the 6 inside, which is very annoying. Go for the 3, and we're bust. So that's awful. Okay, so we have to hit this double 6 now. And there it is, guys. There it is. Now I'm just going to practice that again. And we've hit inside the double 6. So, okay, I hit the 6 there. Nice. But we've also hit inside the double 6. That's going to happen a lot, which means that you probably want to practice double 3 or at least 2 double 2. If we hit inside the 6, you want to practice the old double 3. Which is a horrible one, to be honest. I don't like double 3 at all because that happens. And then you're left on 3, which is awful because then you've got to hit 1 double 1 and nobody likes that. So maybe a good idea would be to go for, if you're left on 6, to go for 2 double 2. But I've just hit the double 2 there. So double 1. And it's awful. But again, you are sometimes going to be left out, even when you're starting on double 16. Say you hit the 16, you miss the double 8, you hit the 8. You're on the 4, you miss that, you hit the 4. You miss the double 2, you hit the 2. You are on double 1, and look, you've got to practice getting out of the madhouse, guys. So that's obviously an important part of the game. So we want to hit that double 1 as well. Oh, crikey. Bad darts from me there. Bad darts from me there. It's going to be determined to hit that double 1 now. Determined to hit the double 1. And there it is. Awful first dart, and we've almost hit it again. So good practice there, guys, getting your eye in around the board. I sometimes do this before I even play any online games, just literally play the start at 16. I haven't even got to the double 8 yet, see. It's just, it goes a certain way. You want to know how to sort of deal with all the possibilities, all the different eventualities, but we haven't even hit a 16 and got double 8 yet, so that's crazy. Back to the double 16s. There it is, bang, right in the kisser. Another one. Awful. Another one, and we hit the inside the 16. So that would leave us on 16, double 8, checkout needed, if we were on that to begin with. So now I'm going to just practice double 8. Ooh, nasty. So we banged the neighbor there in the wrong bed again. Bust. But I might as well just practice the 8 while we're there again. So that's annoying, guys. I'm actually going to just keep on the double 8 here because I could go back to the 16s, but we're on the 8, haven't hit that yet. Very bad loose start for me there. And again. And we've hit the inside and we've hit the inside. So now that would leave us on double 4, which we haven't practiced yet in this video, and it's very important to do so because that will happen a lot where you're on double 8 and you hit the inside of the 8. So now we switch up to the other side of the board. We're going for double 4. And again, I haven't gone for double 4 yet today in this video, have I? So it's about tightening the screw, guys. Getting your eye in, learning how to transition from that side of the board to this side of the board. Right, you've got to learn to transition from the 8 to the double 4. So we're still practicing the double 4. Oh, crikey. Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness me. And as you can see, I'm terrible at darts, guys. I've only started a few months ago, really, or only properly started playing a few months ago. I mean, I actually did get a dartboard like a year ago and didn't really play it very much at all, but I just got deep into it maybe 3 to 6 months ago, somewhere around then. So I'm certainly no great player, but I enjoy chucking a few arrows. So now we've got to hit this double 4. We haven't hit it there. Don't know what happened with that second dart. And we've got it with a third. Get in there. So good to practice the double 4, because you go into half the 8 many times, or half the double 8 many times to leave 8, which, you know, you're going to have to learn to check out the double 4. Now also, if you hit the inside the 4, you need to practice double 2. So very quickly, I'm just going to practice some double 2s. I find double 2s very annoying. Now we've hit the 2, so we're up to the double 1 again, and we've hit it, guys. Get in there. So I'll practice the double 1 one more time. Don't know what happened there, but you see the point. The point of this is just to get you used to hitting the inside of the number and changing up the board. You can do it, the rhythm of it, the feel of it. It's all going to help you if you practice this way. So now we're going to go back to double 16s. Back to double 16s. I've hit the 8. I love doing that. And how far away was I there? Unbelievably wild dart there. Double 12. Bad stuff. Bad stuff again. Bad stuff again. Now, obviously, you can pick and choose. You might want to just, you know, stick to the double 12s now. I've hit double 12s quite a few times. I'm just going to go back to the start again, to the double 16, because that is ultimately what we want to practice. Now, that's an awful set of darts again there, but it's left us the double 8. So let's get that double 8, guys. Let's hit that double 8. Very important. Let's get that double 8. And there it is, guys. And now practice it again. Ooh. Brilliant, brilliant. So that's good. Obviously, ideally, what you want to do is start on the 16, hit the double 16. You don't want to have to be hitting the 8s, going to the 12s, hitting the 12, going to the double 6s. You don't want to do that. You want to practice this the most, and probably this the most, because the most likely thing is you're going to hit the inside 16 if you miss this and leave the double 6, leave the double 8. Okay, so back to the double 16s. Oh, that came in the hand a bit funny. And we've hit the 16. So now let's get that double 8. Okay, so left on the double 8 then, guys. Let's... Whoa, that came out the hand a bit funny, that one. Crikey. And we've hit the 8. So now we've got to switch, transition over to the 4. Double 4, because we've hit the 8. Oof. Going to pretend that didn't happen and keep going for the 4. But you see the point here, guys, don't you? I mean, I wish I could just show you a little bit better, but now we hit the 4, and there it is, guys. Get in there, my son. So beautiful stuff. If we didn't hit the 4, we'd be on the double 2. Brilliant. So we hit the double 4, guys, and now we go over to the double 16 again. That's right, you guessed it. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with leaving double tops, or, you know, when you hit the 20, then go to the 10. Lukey Littler, everybody does that. Most pros do that. I'm just saying, for me personally, because I'm bad at darts, you get a few more bites at the cherry without having to sort of, you know, tidy up and leave yourself on an even if you just go for double 16. So try and leave yourself on 32. That's what I've been doing anyway. So back to double 16. Oh my goodness. Now we're inside double 8. Okay, fine. Okay, back to double 8 then, guys. Looking for that checkout. Oh, it's so annoying. We just hit the neighbor there again. And that one came up my hand very funny there. Awful darts. Double 8, guys. Ooh, and we've done it again. Maybe I should leave myself double 11, you know, because we keep hitting that a lot, don't we? Let's hit this double 8, guys. It's sort of evaded me a bit. We have hit it once this video, haven't we? Oof. Damn it. But get your eye, and I think this is a really great thing to practice before you start playing a game online or against your friend or whatever, or just in a county match or down the pub or whatever. Why not, eh? Practice getting those double 16s, practice getting those double 8, practice getting those double 12s, practice getting those double 4s, practice getting those double 6s, double 2s, double 1s. That's all you need, guys. We're just going to practice double 1 because sometimes you are going to get yourself in the madhouse, aren't you? Ooh, and that would be bust. And awful darts for me there, you see, because I'm not used to changing from the 8 to the 1 at the minute. I've just really only done that once or twice in the last half an hour. Treble 1. And we've got it, guys. So, you know, a few darts it took me there to get out the madhouse. And obviously, if I was in a match, I would have bust because I hit the, you know, the treble. But we're just getting our eye in, guys. We're getting the feel of it. So we've checked out there essentially for the purposes of this practice game, not in a real game. Back to the 16s. We've hit the 8, so up to double 12. And we've hit the 12. So now we're on double 6 again. I hope I'm not boring the tears off you guys. I just want to make it clear why this is useful. Back to the double 6s. We've hit the 10, so we'd be bust. Continue with the... Oh, my goodness me. Continue with the... Oh, goodness. Okay, we've got to get this double 6 now. Okay, fine. Well, that would leave double 4. And, yeah, awful. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. But, yeah, guys, I think it's important. I think it's good. Look, you can see I am not very good at darts. But the only way to get better at darts is to practice things like this. And, look, I've played a bunch of people online as well where they might be 200 points ahead of me. But they can't check out. I'm not great at checking out. I'm awful at checking out. But they really can't check out for whatever reason. Maybe they don't practice the doubles as much. But they're good at scoring and they get ahead of me. But sometimes I could just nick the legs because, you know, I can hit that double 16 sometimes. Right, let's get this double 8 then. It's a bit of a weak spot for me this today for some reason. Annoyingly, we've hit the 16, so we'd be bust. But we'll just carry on anyway, and we've hit the 16 again. I mean, very loose darts, guys, but once you've got your eye in, these are the first darts I've thrown today, what you're seeing on this video. So I've only been doing this, what, 27 minutes this recording is at the moment. So it's going to take a bit of time to get your eye in. Okay, so we've ascertained through this video that I've got a few problem areas in my game here, a few weaknesses with these doubles. Certainly double 8 at the moment I need to practice that before I'm confident going into a game that I can hit it. Double 4, double 2, you know, these things. I like the double 12. I like going from looking for double 16, hitting the 8, going to the 12. I'm okay with that now. But the rest of it needs tightening up and get our eye in. So we'll go for that double 8 then. Hit the 8, so over to the double 4. And it's no good. It's no good, but you know, that's it. You get the eye in, you get the feel of changing the opposite direction of the board. You can do it in a quick rhythm if you want. And hit the 4, so down to the double 2. Hit the 2, so up to the double 1. So I've got some real weaknesses in my game, don't I, guys? The 4, the 2. These are things you need to practice. But because we're just going through this little route of the doubles like we would in a real game here, now we're on double 1. And we bust, but we won't. We'll just pretend we didn't. And we bust again. We'll pretend we didn't. And we've shat the third dart as well. Awful darts from me there. Awful darts from me there. Readjust. Ooh, a little bit in between then. And awful darts from me again. Oh, okay. Getting closer, getting closer. Welcome to the madhouse. Bust again. And we've got it that time, guys. And we'll stay on it for a second. Because you've got your eye in then, you see. I was very close with that second one as well. Or the third one, because the eye's already in there. You know, once you've thrown a dart somewhere, it's much easier to get very close to that dart. Great stuff. Now, that's right. Back to double 16s. Right, double 8. Hit the 16, that's bust. Double 8 though. And we got the double 8. Get in. So, you know, it's good to practice these things, guys. That's all. Look, I'm no darts aficionado. I'm not Phil the Power Taylor. I'm not Lukey Littler. But I enjoy chucking arrows and I want to get a little bit better at chucking arrows. So I wanted to make this video just to show you how I've been practicing trying to get better at arrows. I'm sure there's a million people who've done this method before. It makes the most sense if you ask me. Because you can go from double 6. If you hit the 16, you've got double 8. If you hit the 8, you've got double 4. If you hit the 4, you've got double 2. If you hit the 2, you've got double 1. That's great. Plus also if you hit a single neighbor, if you bang a single neighbor, then, you know, like say you hit the 8 when you're looking for double 16, that leaves 24, you've got the double 12. So practice double 12, practice double 6, practice double 3 even if you want, or certainly 2 double 2, double 1. That's it for me, guys, on this video today. I hope it was useful to someone out there. Thank you very much for watching this video. It's a new darts channel we got on the go. I'm going to be uploading new darts content, stuff like this, random stuff that I just feel like making, really. You know, it's a random channel, but thank you for watching it. If you watched this far to the end of the video, I hope it was useful to you in some way. Smash that like button for some support on the video and the channel. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Get yourself subscribed for more content like this and all sorts of stuff. Eventually, we're going to be doing some dart streams on here and stuff against subscribers. So get yourself involved. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick at Flying Pig United. My main YouTube channel is called Flying Pig United. That is a Man United fan channel, and it's over 80,000 subscribers. Give that a subscribe as well. I've also got a second channel called Flying Pig Gaming, where I play video games. Give that a subscribe. And this channel, Flying Pig Darts, is now my third channel. Loving the darts. Loving the darts. Cheers for watching, guys. That's it from me. This is the Flying Pig on Flying Pig Darts. Have yourself a good one, and happy darting, my friends.